special award next. This was not one that y'all got to vote on. This was one. This next award is particularly meaningful because the Golden Tassle Jawns are a celebration of the Philly burlesque community, not only today, not only who's doing shit right now, but all of the folks who laid the groundwork for it to be possible for it to do this. We get to make dumb shit in bars any goddamn day of the week that we want to because other people built the infrastructure for that to be possible. And we want to recognize that, we want to celebrate that, and we need to know who those people are. And we're all working together. A person who exemplified the idea of being super welcoming to this community was Melissa Bang Bang. And so every year we honor her memory. The very first year of the Golden Tassle Jawns, Leila Lenore was nominated for Swoosh of the Year, and she dedicated her performance specifically to Melissa Bang Bang. And it inspired the next award, which is a memorial in her honor. And in order to present the winner of this year, our presenter is none other than the lovely Jess Conda. Hello. Hello, Philadelphia. My name is Jess Conda. I've been an actor in Philadelphia since 2003. When I don't have any clothes on, you can call me Muff Johnson. And I just brought my purse because this is my spring treat bag, and I just want to give a shout out to y'all because as working performers, y'all rocking your day bags, y'all rocking your 9 to 5s with your evening, whole situation in the bag, on your bike, schlepping around. That's called being an art warrior. Designer purse because I don't actually have my shit together because I'm working my ass off. I also have my whole fanny pack in here in its entirety because we can't really transfer purses. Come on. And my empty Vita Coco, my earring change because you have a day earring, evening earring when you don't leave your house. You know, you gotta pack for the whole night. And also, I have my speech. This is meta. Alright. Y'all, it's a long speech. But also this award is a twofer, so grant me that. I'm honoring 2 people up here tonight. And I'm also here to talk about legacy, which is super important. So when I'm talking about legacy, we're talking about roots. You talked about it so well. I thought just to say, maybe we could take a minute to kind of breathe in and out for our roots. Our legacy, personally, my roots are like here on the Ruba Club stage. It's literally true. My career began here in that room. So thanks to places like Ruba, thanks to places like OG Silk City, OG People Review, like that John, that Fringe Festival John at Poplar and Second, or you don't really remember where. Or 2 or 3 or 5, you know, that brought you up. I just thought maybe we could just inhale and like exhale. Yes. Thank you for indulging my computer school degree. All right, here's my speech. To me, legacy is a series of shoulders that we all stand on. It's true, it's an ascension. It's a place that extends up, and it's goal-based. So we all stand on top of each other and reach for a vertical goal. Legacy allows the future to thrive. That's true. We're all travelers here. We all have a path, but before our path was a path, like some motherfucker came in and had to like find the path, like clear the brush, weed whack it, trim it, make it look fabulous. Like, so this is what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to share a quote. Here's a quote by a writer named Shannon Alder. It reminds me of legacy. It says, "Carve your name on hearts, not tombstones. A legacy is etched into the minds of others and the stories they share about you." I think that's true. And so I'm going to share a couple stories here tonight about Melissa Bang Bang. This is the Melissa Bang Bang Memorial Award. Who in this audience called Melissa a friend? Can you make some noise? I did as well. well. Actually, can we do like a kind of like more, something like a little more like, if we called her friend, can we just like, I feel better. Ooh, yay. I like it. Melissa was a pistol. It's true, with a heart of gold. She fucking rocked. I don't need to read all this. She was a badass. She had this ability. She was like sweet and tough and like kind and rock and roll. And she struggled a lot with Crohn's disease. And I just find that the people that go through like the hardest stuff are the people with the biggest smiles on their face, you know? You must know. The most welcoming, kind people are often going through, you know, the hardest stuff. And Melissa just like never complained. She was just like a badass feather-bearing goddess of, you know, delight and rock and roll. She made her path. She did whatever the hell she wanted. She was the architect of her own life. And she never got it down. She had a colostomy bag named Rosie. And when we would be backstage doing shows, Melissa would like make these appliques if like Rosie had to perform with her. And she would be like, I've got a new look for Rosie. And we would all get really excited about it. I mean, like, she was just like that, you know? She was just that kind of person. That's basically, yeah. Melissa, she was led by her own impulses. She was just amazing. One of the women who built these early cabaret shows that I met Melissa in is a woman named Annie Abam. Who is such a dear friend of Melissa's. Melissa and I did a show together that Annie conceived and created called The Experiment, and we played two housewives who were in a very like uncomfortable, not so distant future government regime. We were allowed to control our impulses. How dare they? And the power of burlesque made us kind of free ourselves to do this performance. But it's worlds like that that like challenge the state of things that are created by Annie Abam. And I think like art, living as an artist is an act of rebellion, truly. So all y'all who are shuffling around making it happen, you all are activists by choosing to lead a life of art. Anyway, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, Annie's just the bomb. Annie's who we're honoring tonight. Dear friend of Melissa's, a dear friend of mine. I first met her at a Christmas cookie decorating party when I was like a young one. I was like 22 and I was whining. I was like, no one wants to put me in their shows. And like sight unseen, Annie was just like, you want to sing, girl? Come to my house. It's called Cabaret Red Light. We'll write you a song. Shut up. We got you. We're going to put on a show, get in the show. And it's because of that step that I was able to like ascend and have more of a career, because Annie's the kind of performer who just welcomes, you know, the kind of creator who just welcomes and says, come, we're going to make this shit. Anyway. And she was the first person to conceive a role for me, Mae West. And I just want to, I don't say that to talk about me, I say that to talk about y'all and talk about people like Annie, because Philly is the kind of place where people are like, I'm not right for this, but my friend is. Like, we get each other gigs, we like conceive numbers for each other. And Annie is one of the first people that taught me that that's the principle of strong art making, is to make stuff for yourself, but also like with people you love or have artistic inklings about in mind. You all support each other. And the last thing I want to say about Annie is that her art says shit. And I already started talking about activism, but it does. When I say your work says shit, Annie, I mean it's beautiful, hilarious, and it just like latches its ferocious, nasty teeth into satire, which we needed 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we still need today. This is an artist whose creations are in motion. They're fueled by outrages and evils of the world. I think Annie's work is artistic action, and it has been all along, y'all, since all them times and all them spots. She's honest, she's true to her personal mission. She doesn't wait, she makes things happen. Melissa was like that too. Annie has no impulse control. And that's a very good thing, because without it, shit would not get done. It would not be beautiful, it would not challenge, it would not question, and it would not be fun. Yeah, she's a true art warrior. It's really, really, really an honor, big honor for me to give the Melissa Bang Bang Memorial Award to a legend, Annie Abam.
you. And I was like, for what? And I actually knew that they were going to give me this award. But I didn't know that Jess was presenting it. And, you know, it's funny, she said like this Mae West show, but like getting that show together was kind of like, everything in my life was falling apart at the time, and I remember her saying to me, like, I like really don't want this show to like ruin my career. And now she fucking says that. A lot, but Melissa, you know, when Melissa died, I was like kind of in the fog for a while, like you would be if somebody close to you dies, because I definitely feel like Melissa, of all the people that I know that have ever died, affected my life the most. You know, I'm not a great performer, I never was a great performer, but you know, I'm a storyteller and I'm a designer and a director and everything, and I just have had the pleasure to work with people like Melissa and Jess and everything, and you know, they've made me look good. But you know, there'll be a day when nobody here even knew Melissa in the flesh, and I don't know if people will talk about it, but yeah. I had one story I was going to tell about how back in the day when we didn't have money for costumes, we'd buy one $10 dress and Melissa and I would cut it up and make 4 costumes, but I'm not going to like talk about anything else. But, oh, well, I am going to say that I don't want you all to like eat each other alive with burlesque politics, and you should like ignore some of the dumb shit. People might say about what you're doing or what they're doing or whatever, because, you know, just do what you like, and burlesque has always been a place for people that don't fit into legitimate theater, and that's important, because it's not like there's that many real careers in that legitimate theater world, so. Anyway, I'm done.